Few months ago, Emerson Mnangagwa and this cabal, they presented Kudakwashe Tagure. Tagure started walking around the country, making speeches, talking to different people. General Chiwenga is not struggling at all, and he is actually surpassing Mnangagwa himself. Let us take a look.
For instance, it is now high time that all our coal fields up in the north, you start thinking of coming together. You should have done it yesterday. To help rebuild, rehabilitate that national railways of ours from Victoria Falls to Bulweyo. You don't have to wait for people to come and do it for you. Do it yourselves. And as government, we go into an agreement so that you recover your costs, but you spare the road so that those with their cars can go to Victoria Falls in luxury. But at the same time, those who would also want to go by train, seeing the beauty of our country, can go with the passenger trains to Victoria Falls. We need now to start thinking outside the box and see what develops this country. What you and me should be able to do, and not to sit and think miracles are going to happen. It will not. We have these resources, let's use them wisely.
So what is happening is General Chiwenga is delivering a different message to the one being delivered in Zvigananda. You look at Kudakwashe Tagure, is presenting a miserable message to the people. General is talking about development over corruption. He's actually tackling corruption and also tackling the issues of development. So he's not a man who is coming with a simple message. He's a man who is bringing tangible solutions to the current crisis and problems. And he's saying, let us partner and work together and make sure that we deliver. That is how statesmen work. So when you're looking at whatever which is happening right now, everybody is in agreement with General Chiwenga that the minerals should benefit the people. So this man is positioning himself as a nationalist reformer. And that is something which is very important at this point in time. So he's saying, if you are profiting from Zimbabwe's resources, you must build something tangible for the people. That is the ideology, the nationalist ideology, which he is bringing, which contrasts with the one of Mnangagwa, where mining deals are benefiting the elite and foreign cartels. So Chiwenga has gained public perception and is appearing more serious, is appearing more disciplined and focused on national development, not personal enrichment. So whatever it is, you can see that the man is delivering a masterclass. So he's bringing what you can call smart economic symbolism. Yes, you know, when you're looking at the railway infrastructure, it symbolizes a functional industry. It symbolizes connectivity. When you have a good network, transport network, you have a good industry, you blend the things together, what you're going to see is national progress. So that is the message of General Chiwenga, to say, okay, let us take this direction. Let us make sure that we build something which is going, number one, to preserve our roads and make sure that maintenance costs are low, but in the long run, beneficial, especially to the industry, as well as to those who want to commute. So when you're looking at this, Chiwenga is looking more of a planner and a visionary, not just a mere soldier. So when you're differentiating them, you put Tagure there, you put Chiwenga there, you put Mnangagwa there. Chiwenga is actually offering tangible solutions. So within ZANU-PF, he becomes the best foot forward. I said within ZANU-PF, please quote that. So he is indirectly criticizing Emerson Mnangagwa. The statement, when you are looking at it, Mnangagwa has failed to make sure that he works with the companies to make sure that they deliver that. And Chiwenga is coming up with such a proposal, which Mnangagwa has failed. So Mnangagwa has allowed mining expansion to happen with little benefit to the nation. He has failed to enforce corporate social responsibility. Many companies, they're no longer building schools, they're no longer building roads, clinics, whatsoever. They are simply exploiting and bringing nothing to the people. So roads are collapsing. Infrastructure is collapsing. In the around mining areas, everything is bad. And General Chiwenga is bringing that power to show that he can actually, as a statesman, deliver. So you can actually see that he is sending a message that this current administration is is actually allowed cartels to loot, and General Chiwenga is saying we should have made them to build the nation. And I'm going to bring you something which is of interest from Ese Lumumba. He brings that video. When you're looking at it, he makes General Chiwenga appear as a man without any control, who can't do anything, who can't make decisions. It's strategic. It's part of the messaging which is happening to say, okay, General has the capability, but cannot because he is number two, which means that the system goes by what number one wants, not what number two and other person wants. So that is a very, very important issue to connect the dots and understand what is really happening. So what is happening is VP Chiwenga is actually distancing himself from corruption. He's painting his camp as the most clean camp, and is a camp which is more developmental, or which appears to want development more than anything else. So he's appealing to both the working class, the war veterans, because the working class, they need better wages. They need to travel safe. They need to do everything professionally and benefit accordingly. He's addressing all those issues, and the issues of the war veterans is addressing them left, right, and center. So if he manages to continue with that message, he's going to have a lot of support within ZANU-PF. So you are looking at the strategic timing of everything. General Chiwenga is timing everything accordingly. This is a moment of where Mnangagwa, the succession battles are happening. Kuda is the preferred successor of Emerson Mnangagwa, and is failed dismally when it comes to public addresses, and is now going slow. He started on a high note, but right now he's going slow because he does not deliver. He always exposes himself and his Chiganandaism character when he's delivering. So General Chiwenga is saying, let us do this, and is making this call before the October 2025 ZANU-PF conference, which means if something happens to General Chiwenga, he's going to point out to the issues he raised and say, okay, this is the reason why I am being victimized. And the people are going to be sympathetic to him. Military people will be sympathetic to him. Security structures, the civil service will be sympathetic to him, including other people from the opposition, which means if he appeals for help, he's likely going to get it. I'm telling you, if he can give the assurances to other people, if he appeals for help, he can actually get it. So he's showing that his leadership is ready in terms of his leadership. He's showcasing his seriousness in terms of policy shaping and development. He's actually creating a contrast with Mnangagwa in terms of infrastructure. Mnangagwa has failed. So this is something which is very important, and what we can say is the proposals from General Chiwenga, they hold a lot of water. They are realistic and up to the common agenda in terms of national development. So this is what we have for you. General Chiwenga is delivering a masterclass, and within ZANU-PF, he is the Superman at this point in time, defeating both Mnangagwa and Tagwire. So we wait to see what happens within ZANU-PF. I believe that is going to appeal more to the supporters of ZANU-PF than any other candidate. So we look forward to see what happens in the nation of Zimbabwe. But remember, it's Takamira Pamkomana, and we are saying whatever which happens, let us continue to support Nelson Chamisa and make sure that we stand with him. Critical decisions are to be made, and the man is right there, solidly behind each and every Zimbabwean, and we need to be solid behind him as well. I love you all, and thank you very much, everybody, for coming. I'm just seeing one comment right here. This is Gideon. It says, good afternoon, my brother. Let God use a general to build our country. God is in it. Yes, I think the general will need to correct the mess which he created, and he's actually doing that. Jean, thank you very much as well for the contribution. Hanzi Tsemura, General Tsemura, Demo Takakupa Isu. Okay, thank you very much for that. Okay, so it's a matter of when things will happen, but I believe Kuti, change is already rolling out in the nation of Zimbabwe. General Chiwenga has transformed himself into a serious, bold statesman. We look forward to see what happens within ZANU-PF.